Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive until the 22-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he will find, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's complete to McBride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
2nd down and goal. Wilson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Richie Grant, and the Panthers are going to take possession here at their... 3-yard line.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 3-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The Panthers at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Myles Jack there to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We're scoreless after 1. Here's 2nd and 8. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st. Back to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. Touchdown, Carolina! Tommy Tremble, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Pierce, is into the end zone, touchdown Arizona. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him, he's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A give running right is Mitchell. Shoves him away. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll run with Mitchell. 52 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll go with a keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson's throw complete there to Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there taken in by Smith. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Wilson. Able to get this one to McBride. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Once more, it's Pierce. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The end result, 21 yards. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Panthers! Elijah Mitchell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 78 yards. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's got it down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now, meanwhile, there's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
2nd and 11 now.
Now it's Wilson.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Let's go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Wilson.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McBride. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's not critical about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
77 yards rushing now for Mitchell. He's got a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Second and 13. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, You're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's complete to Pierce. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
James Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Wilson to throw, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
That's into the hands of Marshall, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Wilson.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Pierce now up the middle.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no